Hello, my name is Shadley. Welcome back for another episode of Colombian Space Initiative Supreme Ruler Ultimate. And in previous episode we did manage to take out a fair bit of Nicaragua, and we were still fighting against a lot of artillery. As you can see, there's quite a few over here once again. Had to pull quite a few troops back to be repaired, but we do have our own artillery over here now, which I should probably make sure that there's garrison there and that we repair that. And then we got our submarines down here that we can probably send a little bit closer now. The enemy is now trying to push with a massive artillery stack and with some units in there as well. I'm trying to buy some time because I got some tanks from the south approaching, and then there we go, we just captured that. You can probably send in at least some of the units here to protect our flank there. But even though they're sending a lot of troops, we are also destroying a lot of their troops, so it's not a hopeless situation, despite all the troops approaching. Let's actually have a quick look at the losses. They lost already over 4,200 troops, almost 4,300, and the total casualties in manpower is 2.3 million. And they've almost lost 500,000 total from their military, which is also quite nice. Of course, a fair chunk of that is just the garrisons they'll no longer have. Slowly but surely we are trying to at least keep them in there or push them further out, but it's going to be quite costly operation right now. But now that the reinforcements are arriving, I think we're going to pull this off. If we can just cut this area off, or basically capture that area, we can then take Esteli and then slowly push towards the Honduras capital of Tegucigalpa. I am not good at pronouncing Spanish names, so sorry about that. Send in some troops here. Okay, let's push them out a little bit further. There's not a lot of troops defending them, so there should be kind of foxes in the henhouse situation. I do have some troops over there. I suppose I can move in my infantry to protect that flank. Even move in some of the tanks over there. You guys can move in here. This needs to go back to be repaired. Okay, so they are still trying to flank us right now, but now that we've cleared up this, we can then keep on pushing forward and destroy even more and more of their units. Which, if we can pull that off, I mean, we can certainly destroy quite a few of them. Not entirely sure if we can destroy all of them. Probably not. That gives us a bit more breathing room. And we can go down here to destroy these units. We can keep on pushing there. There's... oh, that tank is a problem. So is that one. We've got our artillery over there at least helping. We can probably send some of these through there. And then we've got a bit more tanks there. I'll send them to Nicaragua. Did we? Oh, we did lose a unit. Oh, we lost another garrison in Bermuda. Ah, never mind. Not too worried about that. They do have a ship over there, though, which is a bit of a nuisance right now. Send that to be repaired. We can probably bring in our artillery over there instead. Not entirely sure if that will actually spot them, because sometimes these ships just have a massive spotting range into inland as well. We do have 70, okay, how far is 70? Okay, it's not actually as long as I thought it would be. So they can technically spot all the way here. And if I remember correctly, I gave them... yes, so we'll be just outside their spotting range. Good. Just what we needed. Why don't we entrench you on the city itself, so you'll at least have the defensive bonus against the enemy tanks. That one needs to be sent back to be repaired. We can use these remaining tanks here to keep on pushing. Just slowly but surely we are defeating them. It's just... it's going to be a very long process destroying the Americans in this. Not entirely sure if I'll be able to even do it easily. I mean, they at least have a lot better economy than we do right now. Let's actually have a look. I mean, to be fair, we may have kind of screwed their economy quite a bit as well. Like, they have 15% unemployment now. They don't have inflation. GDP is actually 1600 for them. For us, it is 2700. Oh, okay. So their economy might not be as great as I thought it would be. They have less cash than we do. Sending more troops to be repaired. Got some tanks over here that we might want to take to cover that area. And you can probably start moving. You can start moving. Get the supply spread a little bit more. Alright, let's move in here and there. We'll probably need to pull back for a little while soon, but trying to destroy as many units as we can before we do that. Like, every artillery unit and all that we destroy is going to be less for them. Okay, where do you think you're going? We can send another tank there. They're just running through my territory here. And these units need to start pulling back now. Okay, are you actually pulling... Oh, because there's enemy units there, you can't move in there. Okay, yeah, no, all of you go repairs. Or rather, go get some repairs. We got some infantry over here that still needs to repair, but it was... Oh no, that was the tank, wasn't it? Yep. The tank that caused that. Okay, let's keep on pushing, or pulling back now. Let's go and destroy those mortars. At least that's a few units more. But yeah, the situation is still somewhat precarious. We'll need to pull back even further. Now all they need to do is send in a... Oh man, even more and more artillery. Oh wow, that's quite a stack there. Okay, that's not great. Let's go ahead and destroy that. I mean, if we can at least capture these towns, that will give us a solid flank there that the enemy will be hard-pressed to actually outflank. Right, let's put these to be repaired. They will need to send in someone to destroy all of those artillery units that are just entering our territory here. I could even send the IF2s over there. They've done similar operation before. Just go and destroy as many artillery units as they can. Oh, we lost a unit. A garrison? Oh, right, in the Pacific. Yeah, that's also happened before. Oh, the Chinese actually have a unit here. Okay. I mean, this is Chinese territory. That would make sense. Or territory captured by the Chinese. Oh, let's move in some troops here. Start pushing north along there. Oh, right, yeah, we got some artillery over here, so now we're slowly doing some work there. We do have some Patriots over there to protect the air, protect the air area. There's still this pocket over here that we'll need to capture at some point. I'm just waiting for more troops to be built. Okay, the IF2s, are you ready to go for a suicide mission? That is an awful lot of artillery, most of which is getting destroyed. So it's not really smart to move from the AI, although it does hurt me, but it's just... At what cost, really? At what cost? Let's have a look at the losses now, actually. So they lost a total of 4,400. Okay, yeah. Taking a fair bit of casualties again. And they've still captured a fair bit of land, mostly because they own Mexico in its entirety and some other areas as well. How is the military? Okay, so the military has now lost at least, or has gone down at least by 500,000 men. The total numbers, that is. Okay, so Green Berets we'll need to take down here probably. And then the tank can be moved in there. Let's move in a couple of these over there. You can move in there to join those. More infantry. Can we push these mortars out? Probably not entirely, but we can certainly push them back a little bit. Okay, so we did capture or destroy the garrison here. Good. There we go. So we'll just entrench everyone in there. Okay, it looks like we're at least slowly pushing them back, but a lot of the units have been repaired again. I can just see units appearing back one by one there. What I can do is I can probably go ahead and push out the troops repairing. Oh, that's actually a industrial complex there. That should be relatively easy to destroy the garrison from. Right, so the infantry needs to do attack over there, but what we can do is we can distract them with the tanks first. There we go, that's a little bit better. Now I'm gonna drive in here, activate the barracks just so that they can't repair there. Unless they already repaired everything, which is a possibility. Right, and then we'll pull back with those troops. We'll probably need to send all of these three to be repaired. The IF2s are being repaired. We do have some units over here that we've sent either they were sent to be repaired and then had to pull back all the way there or something else. Okay, these units should not stay there. I know that you are low on supplies, but I don't care. You'll push those tanks if you have to. Okay, let's get the infantry in here so we can actually destroy those garrisons. Because that would be useful. Okay, I have twos. I'm going to pull them back a little bit. Be ready to do another strike. Eventually. You can go to Esteli. I'm going to send you over there because you're a bit damaged, but you can still do something good in there. How are we doing? Just okay, so it's still 9 days away from the research to be done. Actually, still make a fair bit of food. Do we make a lot of money from food, I wonder? Trades. There we go. Actually, well, 134 million, almost 135 million dollars. In coal, we make the consumer goods is actually really good for our economy. That's nice. But apparently we don't. Oh, right. No, we've actually lowered the minimum price so low that that's not the problem. I think what we're going to do is we're going to build a couple more of these then. Although, well, actually, that might increase the. Let's have a look. So, industrial goods. No, it is the civilian demand that is the biggest one for the petroleum. Now, to be fair, if I was to increase taxes, that would lower the consumptions quite a bit of all of these resources. At the same time, our unemployment is so massive that it might not be the best way to do it. Oh right, yeah, we don't have the gas fields anymore. Or locations for the gas fields. Although we're still building 24, so it's not too bad. I suppose I could build more over there. Which, again, is going to cost... So that is 8 more gas fields. Of course, that will take quite a while to be completed. But eventually. Right, let's send in some of these to be repaired. Looks like we have a small bit of peace here now. well, relative peace anyway. I guess the question is, do I want to go after these towns first? Or do I want to go... well, I think going after the barracks is actually more important. If we can take that and hold that and then clean up the area to the west, especially San Miguel, or another barracks there, then we can start pushing north and take that one as well. Although that's going to be a bit tricky to do because of the lack of supplies. We don't necessarily need to take every town, but like that would still be a useful place to take over. Oh, there's been a ship down here by the looks of it. It's also been destroyed. Okay, let's gather up the troops for another assault. Okay, yeah, that's where I expected them to be. So they do actually have pretty long... oh, right, it might not be the mortars that are firing necessarily. Oh no, I think they are. So they do have quite a range. I have two over there, we got some more tanks over here. They're not quite ready immediately to go into battle. There's not going to be a lot of options for them, unfortunately. I need them to do combat. And we need to lower the amount of enemy units in here as much as possible. You know, every unit that we destroy, we don't need to destroy again. Whereas if we only wound them, we'll need to fight them again. Most likely. Okay, let's pull back again. So that is another barracks, right? No, that's actually just a town. Alright, yeah, San Miguel is the barracks, but that is a massive amount of units there. I start gathering up another doom stack that we can take to Kusigalba with. Right, so there's what, 7 artillery units, 4 AA, and garrisons. Well, market opinion is now 5.1, so it is actually slowly improving. Very slowly. Pull that one back to be repaired. Removing these, that can be sent back to be repaired. I'm gonna start gathering up the infantry, that is 8 units. You know what? I'll send these to join that group. Maybe even these. We'll have a massive infantry group that can start taking out the towns to the north. Alright, then I'll go and destroy you if you so wish. Actually, I don't think we destroyed many of them. Okay, well that tank is going to be... oh no, we didn't quite catch it. Then it's going to be a problem. Okay, they're moving in more and more artillery again to the front line. Alright then, time to pay them a visit. Oh, there's more tanks over there and here. These probably need to pull back a little bit. But stacks of units are still doing pretty good work here. All tanks are doing quite good work here. To be precise. Okay, not gonna take those to be repaired quite yet. I think they can still do some work. But this unit needs to pull back to be supplied, and this probably needs to do the same. I told you to go back and repair. Okay, good. I was worried that they'd just decide, oh, we are in enemy territory without supplies, we'll just go all the way to the closest barracks or something, but no. Luckily not. Not this time, anyway. Right, so that is definitely the area that we need to capture. Still waiting for some of the infantry to arrive there. Okay, that one really needs to go get some repairs. Are these out of combat time still? No, actually they are pretty good in combat time. These troops are getting their morale up as well. Okay, let's do a bit of a push here. And maybe, just maybe, we can actually destroy that garrison there. Probably won't be able to actually capture the place yet. But if we can entrench in that one, we should be able to get supplies tomorrow in there already. And keep on fighting for a little bit longer. That one needs to go back. Okay, one of the garrisons is about to die. Okay, we do have a unit that needs to pull back already. I mean, we don't get the defensive bonus there all that much. So that is kind of one of the problems that we have in this. Okay, now we have 1% supplies there. That means that we can at least keep on resupplying in there, very slowly, mind you, but we can do it. Is there... I think those can... If they have supplies, which they do, they can still keep going in there. You need to pull back, although you probably won't be able to get away in time. There's just way too many artillery units probably bombarding you. Well, you're getting pretty far, actually. Alright then, let's entrench you guys there. I'm gonna entrench this stack over here as well, just to increase the firepower that we have against it. Okay, there you go. One of the garrisons is dead. Another one is taking some hefty damage, but we are also taking quite hefty damage here, so we'll need to pull those troops back. We do have a couple more tanks down here in the barracks area. We could probably bring in our artillery slightly closer. Get them down there. We do have some... All the artillery group. It does include some infantry as well, so it's not too bad, I reckon. Or it used to, at least. Alright, let's get the AA guns a little bit closer as well. Not that those have particularly long range. We do have one Patriot, which should at least assist, if nothing else. Okay, this industrial complex is almost destroyed. That's really bad. Also, all of these units need to be repaired now, so we'll have to pull back. That's just that's very difficult to assault, unfortunately, because there's just so much fire, and the suppression from those artillery units is quite massive. Not to mention, if we try to bring in our artillery close, which is actually might already be, I suspect that those heavy supply trucks will be under fire very soon. Well, let's have a look. What is the distance to that one? 80 kilometers? Well, those are not artillery units. Over here they do have artillery units, and I'm pretty sure that at least those... Oh, actually no, they don't have one of the long-range ones there. They do have one over here, and that is... Okay, 112 is probably far enough, for the time being anyway. Let's go and destroy that. Okay, most of the troops got safely back to the barracks, so we didn't actually lose any permanently. But that's good. Do we have more troops here? Not right now. I'm guessing there's not going to be any here. Nope. I know that there are a few places that we are building in that we haven't actually touched lately. As soon as the troops moved them northwards or anything like that. Although from here it looks like we have mopped up the troops. Okay, what about Argentina? I know that we got the artillery troops being produced there, and some supply trucks. So I'll just move you to San Jose. And then over here we are supposed to be making some more Patriots. Move you down there. Okay, so now we've been bombarded. We need to keep some troops over here for them to be distracted by, rather than firing on our artillery, so they'll just have to withstand it for the time being. We don't take a massive damage from the artillery units. It's just when there's too many of them, it starts to get quite difficult to deal with. And again, it's mostly the suppression which causes that we won't be able to attack. And then, over and over again, the artillery will slowly beat us down. Not to mention, when there's 50 artillery units firing at the same time, it does get pretty bad. Now, to be fair, we also got some artillery in here, which is supposed to be bombarding some of the enemy over there. So it's not entirely one-sided. Only mostly one-sided. But yes, we did manage to at least fight a little bit here. Although, actually, during this episode... Hold on a minute. No, we didn't capture all that much. Let's go ahead and destroy at least a few more units. Oh, well, we didn't destroy them, we pushed them back at least. Now, how much is their total casualties now? Okay, they've lost a tiny bit more than 4,500 units. They started at most 1,600 when we started the war, so they've almost lost 3,000 units so far. They've also... oh, 1996 units destroyed. Okay, so we've also lost a decent bit already. Almost 800 total. Which I suppose isn't too bad. Anyway, we appear to be out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.